Okay, Trevor,
Yeah.
what I want to talk about is what you've been doing in Ethiopia. I mean, you've run this project, the I Am project, and you've delivered. How long was it? A 3 month course?
Yeah. 3 months.
3 months to students in Addis Ababa.
Yeah.
And it's been very successful, as we can see from the website and the stuff that's been put on. And during that time, you mostly financed yourself.
Yeah. Yeah.
Now, the people who supported you to some extent by providing the students and the space are looking around for funding so that next time you go, you will be paid for it. You will be paid adequately. Okay. How do you see the I Am project broadly?
Well, the I Am project is reaching out to the young people of Africa, and we're trying to give them a chance to learn something new. We're using the computer technology, and in particular, we're using the idea of animation,
Yeah.
film and animation and imaging, and we're trying to introduce them to what the computer can do in regards to these mediums. That's basically it in a nutshell.
Okay. And I mean, I've seen some of the students that you've been working with, and they look highly competent to me. Some of them have some good background in IT, but the impression that I got was that all of them were able to get quite a lot out of the course, and they appreciated it.
Yeah.
What do you think made them appreciate the course as much as they did?
Well, the way I teach the course is open in the sense that the onus goes to the student. I mean, I give them the basic understanding of how the program works and how the software works, and I outline to them what they've got to do. Then the rest is down to them. They've got to step up to the plate. And once they do that, obviously with my help, they get a sense of ownership over their work and ownership over what they've learned. And I think that's what's shone through with these students or with these learners.
Okay. I mean, what I perceived also is that they started to see themselves as a group, as a team,
Yeah.
with some of them offering to help support the project in various ways. Two of them said that they'd like to help with the development of the website stroke online community.
That's true.
And you're working with the EWF, Ethiopia World Federation. So there is a kind of Pan-African aspect to what you're doing. You're making that link between empowering students and I suppose getting them involved in that message of Pan-African empowerment.
That's more the EWF. I just want to give them confidence, give them understanding, and show them what it's like to break down an animation, and hopefully they can use that, and they can use that to their own advantage, and they can make statements, their own statements.
You've had quite a bit of interest in the course.
Yeah.
Can you say something about the interest that you've had?
We've had loads of interest. We've had interest from at a diplomatic level. We've had interest from media, commerce, all sorts, industry. We've even had interest from other African countries far afield as Nigeria.
Okay.
So the word is spreading.
Okay,
put it that
so
way.
you can leverage that interest. How do you plan to do that?
With your help, Gav.
Okay.
um,
So,
well, one of the things we need, we're going to get loads of feedback forms about the course from our partners, from the learners, and we hopefully we can distribute that amongst other interested parties so they can see what we do. And obviously we got the students' work
yeah.
that we can, you know what I mean?
Okay, and that will be displayed on the website as well as the dialogue that we're having now. And I think that we need a continued dialogue, perhaps on Zoom, to develop these ideas. We're in McDonald's at the moment, and I'm not sure how well the audio is going to be, but we can only try.
You always think we need a dialogue, but I like entertaining you in that way.
But I think that you need that dialogue as a basis for creating a dialogue with people who are really going to support you. In the African countries that you mentioned, such as Nigeria, and you've done some work in Ghana as well.
We have, yeah.
So what I like about the project is that there's potential for it to attract the attention of people across the African diaspora and across Africa.
I mean, definitely, Gav. For instance, as you know, Mini Abbey is traveling to, I think it's next week, she's traveling to Barbados.
Yeah.
And she's going to speak about us out there, and hopefully she'll get some support, maybe some funds or whatever. But anything helps.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
It seems at this stage what we need to do is to have a coherent approach, a coherent plan to bringing all of these interests together. And it's something that I believe in because I see the value of the work that you're doing, not just in terms of empowering individuals, but also in terms of inspiring them to be part of a mission, something which I might call Trevor's mission,
Yeah.
which is, I don't know, let me see if I can define it. It is to engage the genius of young people through the art of animation. It's because I think that what you have is something which goes beyond animation.
Definitely.
Animation is a door,
Yeah.
you know,
Yeah.
to participation.
Yeah. Something like that.
Yeah,
Well, this, I've realised what we're doing is much bigger than me or anything like that, because there's a whole continent there
yeah,
that needs to be engaged at this level. Obviously, I can't teach it all. What I plan to do is get some of my learners involved in the teaching side. As you know, I always have an assistant that helps me out, and do you know what I mean? My plan is to get more of our learners involved in that way, and hopefully it would lead on to them bringing the knowledge out to other learners, and you know what I mean? We'll make inroads that way.
So what we have is the potential for the I Am project to transcend its roots
Oh yeah.
and be a real
Yeah.
Pan-African, African diaspora learning community.
If you want to call it that. I'm just a teacher, and I just want to put the knowledge out there.
Okay,
I'm not interested, well I am to a degree, but that's not my reasons. I just want to give these guys a chance and show them what they can
Yeah,
do
I know that
with technology.
what impresses me about your history is that you've worked with individual students and you've set them on a path to really good careers
Oh, yeah.
within the industry.
Yeah,
You've got people like Nathan and Ziggy who were
yeah.
pretty much at the top of their, would you say it was a special effects part that they're on?
Ziggy's involved in gaming. He does the modelling, and I think he does some programming in the gaming industry. Nathan's an outright and out animator. He always was going to be that, and yeah, like you say, he's at the top of his game. We've also got people who's diversified, and we've got lighting, sound engineers that work in theatre now, and they were at Waltham Forest College, and they've done the course.
Okay.
And they've moved on to other things. You don't know them, but we still kind of keep in touch.
So you've got a cohort of Trevor alumni
Yeah.
that you can call on to be part of this enterprise.
They're out there.
Yeah.
They're out there, and how can I say? The way we engage ourselves in the learning, like we always try to create a learning environment in any one of our courses, and this learning environment must be inclusive of all the learners and it must engage them, and they must contribute towards it.
Okay.
And that helps me in my teaching and my learning, and that helps them as well in their learning, and that enhances their experience. And we so I know we've got ex-learners, alumni, whatever you want to call them, that will be interested in what we're doing now.
Okay.
And would want to support
Okay,
in whatever
so
way they can.
our job then is to build that structure and present that structure.
That will be your job. I'm going to stick to the teaching part and
Yeah,
researching.
but I think that you've got to see yourself as the director of the project as well as the teacher. 'Cause, you're a principal as well as a classroom teacher.
Okay,
Okay,
you said it.
yeah. And I'm going to stop now and see how this thing comes out.
All right.